Hello and welcome to Respectable. It's your boy K, and I'm back again with the Group E previews. We're doing Ivory Coast, the Cote d'Ivoire. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, drop down a comment, and share this video. Let's get it. Yeah, guys, we're on the Ivory Coast. Coached by Emerson Faye, the guy who took the mid AFCON and actually won that AFCON 2023. It was funny what happened there. It's not easy for a coach to just take over a team mid-tournament and actually win that tournament. It's insane. But yeah, he qualified them for the World Cup, had a decent enough AFCON, should have never been knocked out by Egypt. Should have never been knocked out, in my opinion, with that talent in that squad. I think Ivory Coast, I'm not saying he's a bad manager. I think he's a solid enough manager and he understands them. So I'm not trying to say something bad about him. Just thought it shouldn't have been knocked out in that fashion, with the players you've got to a team which I don't think is particularly all that good. But then that's a story for another day. I think he's been doing well in the friendlies. I touched on it in my other previews. He went to France and actually beat France. I know it's a friendly, you don't really read too much into it, but it's a good achievement for this side, and I think they're primed and ready for this World Cup. I think they're a team with the team sheet, it's a team that could, again, ruffle a few feathers, Don't count them out of this group. I don't want to count them out. They could stun Germany. They could beat Ecuador. This team is live. It's live in this group. I don't want people underrating this team. This team is very live in this group. The defense is a bit of an issue for me, But then this team is primed and live for this. I think he could take them out of this group stage. I do expect them to go out of this group stage because they're in a group with Curacao. So that's an easy 3 points in my opinion. Let me pull up the lineup so I can highlight the key players for me. Gonna go with Albin Lafont. Recently I think he just switched nationalities because he was a French international before. Because I did know him from Toulon. He was a touted goalkeeper, but never pulled through. But Albin Lafont. Then they have Wilfred Singo at fullback with Conan. I think they'll start with Wilfred Singo and Conan. Singo there. He's in favor of the manager. Then obviously Diomande from Sporting, amazing defender. We'll be getting a big move I think soon. Partnered by Evan Ndika. I'm not that fond of Evan Ndika, the Roma defender. I'm not a fan of him, but Diomande should solidify things, and Ndika, he has a bit of experience and a lot of caps for Ivory Coast, so that should be key, for them, And then in the midfield, so this is a good experienced midfield with a runner in Seko Fofana. He runs a whole lot, If you saw him in that 2023 AFCON, he was covering the whole ground. I think he will start in this World Cup. He might do something different, but I do expect it to be this way. He does favor Michel or Michael Seri. I'm not a big fan of him. I saw him at Fulham. I've never considered him a decent player. I've never considered Seri a decent player, but he has the experience. I think he's one of the leaders or vice captains because I think Frank Essier, who is his partner, as you can see here, I think Frank Essier will be the captain, so I think Seri is one of the captains. I think this midfield has a lot of experience, No one will be doing anything reckless in this midfield. They know how to grind and do their jobs. So that should be good. And then obviously the front three, I think the front three they'll start with, obviously, is the touted, close to being Liverpool player, Ian Diomande. He will be getting his big money move. I think he'll be going to PSG. Liverpool. I heard PSG is it's coming in, but I think Liverpool's are far ahead in that deal. It's a good signing. Loved him at Leipzig. Tricky winger. Beautiful. Then the other side, my boy, one of my favorite players in the whole wide world. From my team, Ahmad Diallo. What an AFCON he had. Should cement his place in this team. And he will be doing... Again, I want to just take it back to... I just thought of something. The Wilfred Singo Conan. Don't be surprised if Desiree Doué's brother does start after that goal for France, He's primed and ready, so that's a key note, That's one way. Don't be surprised if that happens, And then in the strikers' position, this is where they lack. I think they lack an out-and-out strike. They had Sebastian Halle, it didn't work out. Did win them an AFCON, but doesn't work out. So I think they'll start Guison. Last I heard he was at Aston Villa. I don't know if he moved away. But he's not a striker, he's a winger, They signed him as a winger, so... He's being used as a false nine in the system because they don't have an out-and-out striker. So that will be maybe something that hurts them, but I don't think it will. I think this team has a lot of talent. The wingers will cause... This team is live and ready in this group. Don't be surprised if this team gets second place or even stun Germany. You know, Germany these days, you can't trust on them. I do trust on them personally, but you can't trust Germany. You know, don't be surprised if Ivory Coast does something, because, you know, this attack, I'm looking at this Ahmad and Diomande. Hey man, no fullback is resting with Ahmad and Diomande. In the midfield, the experience in the midfield, you know, they can solidify things. This team is live. It's live. I've got high hopes for Ivory Coast. They'll be disappointing me if they don't make it out of this group, really. I've got high hopes, and I think they will make it out of this group. You know, the pathway, for me, the key points and pathway for them, for MSN5 to like navigate through this group, I think, you know, just try to compete against Germany, but it's not end of the world if you lose. Drab Curacao, maybe get over 10 goals there. I'm just joking, but really drab Curacao. And then try to, you know, you should be able to beat Ecuador. I know Ecuador is good defensively, the midfield, you know, they've got pieces. But team sheet, it's an even game. You should be going in there to win, at least get a draw, and then you're basically do 4 points as you're through in this World Cup. So we will see what happens, but yeah. This is my thoughts, guys. This is my conclusion. I think they will go out and they're live and ready. The sky's the limit again. You know, I don't say that often for teams in this World Cup, but if I say that, just know your team is live and ready. So yeah, the sky's the limit. So yeah, guys, don't forget if you... Oh yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for watching till the end. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed, obviously. Subscribe. Drop a comment, guys. Please, would love you to have in the comments. I'd really love to engage with y'all in the comments. And as always, share this video. We are a new channel hoping to grow, so please share to your aunties, friends, uncles, everyone. And as always, people, peace.